yourself sitting up straight. Maybe windshield wiper the feet back and forth a few times. Feel that the body might let you in. Now you have either a pillowcase, a t-shirt, a towel strap, tie, belt, something that'll give you a little resistance. So I just took this fancy pillowcase off a pillow and I just folded it up. And I use that as an example. You can use anything. And then I have a fancy strap just to show off. So when it feels good, just flex the toes back towards the face, windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Give yourself a few breaths here. So we're going to start off with the strap. It's very serious. Very serious. We're going to start off with an intention, but start off with the strap. So the intention is just to allow the energy that you want in life to come into your space right now. So think about the emotion that you want, the connections you want, how you want to feel, and then how you want to make others feel. And just acknowledge that in this space right now, you can create that if you choose, that we all have access to this space where we have the option to be delusionally happy or find to focus on that's worth complaining about or criticizing. But the work is to get ourselves into such a positive headspace that we have access to the infinite. So letting go of limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, letting go of criticism, judgment, comparison, just giving yourself a space to feel supported. So I'll invite you first to close your eyes and notice how the moment you close your eyes, you're immediately aware of the support that the earth is giving you. You feel the backs of your legs against the earth, you feel the sits bones. You could do a little shift from side to side even. With your eyes closed, you become very aware of the shift. You start to notice where the body can let you in, you notice where you might be shut down a little bit, and then you're able to just invite the breath into that space. So with a big, deep inhale, just set an intention, allowing yourself to tap into the emotion that you want more of. Tap into the energy that you wish for the world, that you want in your life, in your relationships, in your heart, in your home. And allow that energy to start with you first. With the next inhale, you can open the eyes, strap in hand, and then gently bring it to the balls of both feet. So the work is to get the strap to the balls of both feet so it's right underneath the toes. Then get the spine to straighten, the chin to lift, the shoulders to draw back. So immediately this little bit of resistance is going to give you an awareness about what's happening through your legs, your hips, your shoulders. So find where you might notice the resistance and explore it. This is an exploration of the body. So when you feel sensations, don't ignore it. Explore it. Because your body's just asking for attention. So figure out what it's asking for. Try to feel the elbows bend in towards the hips so the shoulders can pull back away from the ears. Lift the chin away from the chest. Press the backs of the knees into the floor. And you might even flex the toes back to the face. Give yourself a few breaths. Feel the spine is long. Notice that just feeling this little bit of resistance is giving you a little more access to the hamstrings, the hips, the spine, to everything. Feel the elbows pull in towards the hips, shoulders pull back. And then when it feels good, ease yourself forward. Don't come forward too far. You can't because your chin is lifting, your shoulders are drawing back. You're leading with your heart. Like one day your chin is going to just rest on the tops of your toes. So the shoulders pull back wide, the heart's wide open. If for some reason you're not impressed with the energy in your hamstrings, you can flex the toes back towards the face, but keep your big toes pointing straight up and try to keep the connection with your big toe mound and the strap. Take another deep breath, chin lifts, throat opens. And then exhale, come forward, belly towards the thighs, forehead to the shins. Pull the shoulders back away from the ears. Start to feel like your elbows might pull on either side of your hips. Take your time. 3 breaths here. We're not rushing. Ease in. Also be mindful that you're not white knuckling the strap. No death grip. Just easily holding on. Give yourself 2 more breaths here. Be nice to yourself. Ease in. And then when it feels good, I'll ask you to look over your right shoulder. Ease in. Start to slide the strap over your feet so that your right elbow comes to your right hip and your left hand comes to your left foot. Doesn't mean it has to get there. It's just the direction you're going. Pull the right hip back, look over the right shoulder, and then on the exhale, bring your left ear towards your right knee. We're easing in. Feel the left elbow drop, the left shoulder release. You should feel the left side opening, the left ear to right knee. Look over the right shoulder. Big breath. When it feels good, slowly switch. Drag the strap over the feet, right hand towards the right foot, look over the left shoulder, left elbow towards the left hip. Easing in. So you know that we never do anything that's forceful. We're mindful. We're not trying to muscle. We're easing in, taking the path of least resistance. Look over the left shoulder, right ear towards the left knee. If you want more, you can flex both toes back towards the face. Find what your body needs. Take a big quality breath here. And then whenever it feels good, you're going to slowly let the grip of the strap release. Let your feet fall wide. Let your head hang heavy. Breathe. When it feels good, start to walk the upper body back up to center. You should probably moan. It makes life more exciting. Gently bring the soles of the feet together to touch. So now we just woke up some of the energy through the lower back and hips. Let's get some of the energy through the inner thighs and hip flexors. Take your time, go to your shins. So the whole hand is outside of your shin. Now lift the chin, pull the shoulders back, and hug your elbows into the hips so you're sitting up straight and tall. Don't let your shoulders round. Don't let your chin drop. Almost as if you might look up enough that you feel that the neck gets longer, the shoulders pull back. Now start to draw the elbows into the hips. Don't let the chin drop. Keep the shoulders back. So you're not going to come forward very far. It's just enough to feel that there's a little energy moving through your inner thighs and hips. Also make sure your feet are far enough away from your body so they're not in too tight. We're going to get there, but we're not there yet. Hug the elbows in, chin lifts, 3 breaths. If you feel like you want more, you can lean your elbows into your thighs, but don't let the chin lift. Don't let the chin drop. Big inhale, lift, and then exhale, come forward. Think about your chin reaching past your toes. Take another breath, inhale, lift, and then exhale, start to reach the arms forward. Take your time, stretch through the sides of the body, elbows draw wide, and your forehead falls to your heels. Doesn't mean your forehead has to touch, but start to reach your arms forward and feel that the body's letting you in. Feel that your mind is letting you in. Feel that you have the ability to let go. So you're not fighting, forcing, or muscling. There's not a struggle going on. There's a surrender. Inch the arms a little farther forward. Stretch through the sides of the body. Give yourself 3 more breaths. Big inhale, the body moves, and then exhale, reach farther forward. Big inhale, you feel the vibration of energy through the body and the hips. Reach the arms farther forward. Every inhale and exhale, you're working to stretch a little farther forward, finding the space through the hips, the lower back, and the shoulders. Another breath. And then as it feels good, slowly and steadily come back up to center, and you should probably groan. Straighten the legs all the way out. Grab onto your fancy strap. Work to feel that your body's going to let you in. So the right leg's going to stay straight. Left foot comes inside of the right thigh. You should feel that that right thigh is pressing against the left foot against the thigh. It's very exciting. When it feels good, you're going to grab onto your strap, and the strap comes to the ball of your right foot. Square the body over the right leg, kick with the right heel. Now spine long and tall again. Same work, don't let the chin drop. Feel the shoulders pull back, feel the elbows come into the hips. Give yourself 5 full breaths. So you inhale, the body lifts. Exhale, you come forward just a little more, but don't let the chin drop. Inhale, body lifts. Exhale, come forward a little farther. Don't let the chin drop. Now press through the right big toe. Feel it press into your strap. And then flex the toes back, kick with the heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come a little farther forward. 2 more. Feel the magic happening in your right leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale a little farther forward. Now look over your right shoulder. Drag the strap across your foot. So now the left hand's closer to the right big toe and the right elbow's back behind your right hip. Look over the right shoulder and bend the left elbow. 3 breaths here. Look over the right shoulder, bend the left elbow. At some point, your left ear is going to touch your right knee, but that doesn't have to happen. Your focus is to ease into it. Doesn't have to happen right away. Bend the left elbow, look over the right shoulder. You actually get more out of it when you don't rush into it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly bring your left elbow towards the floor, the left ear to right knee. It should feel like magic happening on the left side of your body. Pull the right hip back. If you want more on the hamstring, flex the right toes back. Make certain the right big toe is pointing straight up. And then be mindfully aware of what's going on so that you're not ignoring the sensations in your body, you're exploring them. Allowing yourself to learn, to get more evidence of your power, your purpose, your ability to move through confrontation in the way that's going to serve you, strengthen you, empower you, improve you. So there's no reason to think that things are happening to you. Everything is happening with you. Lower the left shoulder, drop the left shoulder deeper, pull the right shoulder back, look back, take another deep breath here. Now release the strap. This is where things get exciting. Let your whole body just drop over the right thigh. Walk the left arm forward, flex the right toes back. Imagine your right hip is dragging back behind you. Lower the left elbow, bring your right fingertips to the floor, right next to your right knee. Press into the right fingertips and use that to draw the right shoulder back and lower the left elbow down. 2 more breaths. A little pressure of your right hand into the floor is going to give you more access to the right hamstring, to the left side as you straighten the left arm and press through the right fingertips. Take 1 more breath and smile. Slowly release. Now let both arms hover on either side of your right leg. Right big toe pointing straight up to the sky. Exhale, forehead to the right knee. 2 breaths. Just enough to let it all release. 1 more breath. And then when it feels good, slowly, mindfully and aware, walk the upper body back up to center. Keep the left shin where it is and bring the right shin in front of the left. If you want to groan while you do it, you certainly should. Give yourself a moment. Left hand to the right knee when you're ready. Right fingertips to the floor behind you. Bend your left elbow so the left shoulder drops away from the ear, and then look over the right shoulder when it feels good. Inhale on the lift. Exhale on the twist. Take your time. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift. Exhale on the twist. Find your space. Inhale, lift. Exhale on the twist. Bend the left elbow. Hold on to the right knee. And then when it feels good, slowly cross the right arm in front. Think about the elbows crossing and then bend the elbows. Let the chin tuck into the chest and the elbows pull down to the floor. 3 quality breaths. The elbows bend, the shoulders drop, the back of the neck releases. 2 more breaths. Be aware of where the energy is going. Be aware of where your thoughts are going. Be aware of what you're creating and then make certain it's what you want. When you're ready, you're going to release the grip of the knees and walk the arms forward. This will be the fun part because you're going to feel magic happening in your right hip. It's magic because you're allowing for it, not because we're forcing it, muscling it. You're allowing for it. Inch the arms forward. Elbows bend. Forehead towards the floor. Deep quality breaths. Every single breath is your opportunity to open and advance and improve and evolve. Now all you have to do is take advantage of the breaths you've been given. Take 1 more. So good. Inhale, come up to center. Take your time. We're going to move into a little energy in the right side. So reach the left arm out to the left. Keep the right knee where it is. Do not let it lift. It's going to try to keep it down. Draw the right shoulder back. Left hand is in line with your left hip and shoulder. Start to walk your left arm out to the left. Now you're already going to feel energy moving through the right side. It's magic. Look up past the right shoulder. Bend the left elbow when you want a little more. Give yourself 2 or 3 breaths into the right hip. So we're not rushing. We're just easing. Taking our time, mindful awareness. We don't want to ignore anything. We want to explore everything. Draw the right shoulder back, and then if you want more, right arm over the right ear, palm facing down. Try to get the right arm as straight as you can. Draw the right shoulder back as much as you can. Bend the left elbow as much as you need to gain more access into that right side. Breathe and expand. It should feel so good. Take 1 more breath. Inhale, reach up through the right arm. Take your time. Slow, slow, slow. Come back to center. Start to reach over to the right. Right wrist in line with the right hip. Left shoulder draws back. We're easing in. Take your time. Left arm over the left ear, palm facing down. Bend the right elbow just to ease into the left side. It's the warm-up. Open your heart wide. It's the warm-up for life when you open your heart, your mind. Take 1 more breath. Inhale, gently come back up to center. Slowly straighten the legs. You can moan and groan. I encourage that. Windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Take your time here. On the next inhale, grab onto your strap. Take your time. Separate the feet a little. So your feet might have been a little closer together before. Try to separate them just a little wider so they're not exactly mat width, but they're a little wider than hip width. Very exciting. Now work your strap over the balls of your feet. Same work here, except now you're going to focus on keeping the spine straight, flexing the toes back, pulling the elbows back, and then feeling like your heart is coming forward and your hips are pulling back. It's energy. Your hips aren't really going to move, but feel like the hips are pulling to the wall behind you and your heart is reaching between your toes. Pull the elbows back, pull the shoulders back, 2 breaths. Feel the toes flex back towards the face. Notice if one toe is flexing more than the other. No, try to get the big toe to press against the strap. Then pull the shoulders back and lead with your heart. 2 more breaths. Big inhale. Exhale a little farther forward because that's where you want to be, is forward, making progress, moving forward so you don't get stuck. 1 breath. Now just release the grip and let your arms drop. Let your feet fall wide. Let the forehead fall between the knees. If you're able, start to walk your arms a little farther forward so the sides of your body stretch deeper. Breathe. When it feels good, slowly bring the upper body up to center. Take your time. Left leg is straight. Right foot inside of the left thigh. Mindfully aware that you want that left big toe pointing straight up to the sky. The left leg should be in line with your left hip and left shoulder. 1 line of energy. All we ever focus on is the alignment. You grab onto your strap, your pillowcase, your towel, your tie, your belt, whatever it is, and bring it to wrap around the big toe of your left foot. Chin lifts, throat open, spine is long. Keep the shoulders pulling back. Keep the chin away from the chest. Bend the elbows into the hips, and with a flat back, straight spine, start to reach your chin forward. One day your chin will very impressively rest on your left big toe. Until that day happens, you're focusing on it, focusing on the length. Now that same action of pulling the hips back, try that with your left hip. Feel that when you pull the left hip back, it lets you come forward a little farther, and let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale, the body lifts. Exhale, reach a little farther forward. So good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach a little farther forward. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale and come farther forward. Take your time here. Be very mindful of the awareness of energy and start to drag that strap over the ball of your foot. Look over your left shoulder. Pull the left hip back. Your right hand should be close to the left big toe. Lower the right elbow towards the floor as it feels good, but use the breath to get there. Inhale on a lift. Exhale, pull the left shoulder back, twist. Find where that sensation is. Don't ignore it, explore it. Inhale, lift. Lower the right elbow. Pull the left hip back. Flex the left toes if you want more action in the hamstring. 1 more breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale and twist. So good. Take your time. Gently come back to center. You can let the strap release. Let your arms come on either side of the left leg and eventually your forehead to the left knee. Walk the arms forward so the fingertips reach past the heels. Let the elbows come towards the floor. Take your time. 3 breaths here, just easing the body in. If you want to keep reaching the arms forward towards the left heel, you can. If you want to flex the left toes back, you can. But the work is just to find what your body needs. You don't always need more. Less is usually enough. So it doesn't mean we always have to force and fight and try to get more. More doesn't mean better, it's just more. Whenever it feels good, slowly come back up to center. It's just an alternative sensation. Get the spine long and tall, keep the right shin where it is, and then gently, when it feels good, left shin in front of the right. Find that you're creating a little space here, chin lifts, throat opens, and let's work into the twist. Right hand to the left knee, left hand to the floor behind you. Use the inhale to lift, and the exhale to twist. Mindful awareness of what you're inviting in. Inhale, lift. Exhale and twist so you don't leave room for limitations. Inhale, lift. Exhale and twist. Keep the right hand on the left knee and then cross the left arm in front of the right. Elbows cross, grab opposite knees. It should feel uncomfortable. You know you're doing it right. Bend the elbows, chin into the chest. Round your spine as fiercely as you're able. Give yourself 3 breaths here. Chin into the chest, round the spine, pull on the knees, draw the elbows to the floor, 2 more breaths. Think that you're looking towards your navel, round the spine fiercely. One more breath. And then simply let the grip go. Walk the arms forward to ease into that left hip. Focus on opening. So the sensations in your body are just reminding you that your body's asking for attention. And the more often you give it attention, the more likely it is to release, let go, and eliminate the tension, stress, pain, whatever it is you interpret is there. You can let it go. And it might take a little practice, might take time. But understanding that even if you make an attempt and it doesn't work out the way you thought it should, that's not failure. It's practice. That over and over again, we're given the opportunity to practice, to find what's working for us and what doesn't work. And you notice that in the moments of the most confrontation, the most challenging moments, we learn to improve on our weaknesses. We appreciate our strengths. We evolve. We improve. Every single circumstance in life is giving us an opportunity to make a shift. It's just up to us to decide what direction we want to go in this life. Inhale, come back up to center. Take your time. Let's open up the sides of the body. Keep the left knee down. Reach the arms out wide. Right arm out to the right. Your right wrist is in line with your right hip and right shoulder. So keep the left knee down. Don't force it or press it. Just start easing your upper body over to the right. Now look up past the left shoulder. Ease in. Reach the right arm out to the right. Bend the right elbow. Draw the left shoulder back. Breathe into the space. Keep pressing the left knee away. Whenever it feels good, left arm over the left ear, palm facing down. Right elbow drops down to the floor in line with the right hip. Keep drawing the left shoulder back. It's up to you how much space you get. This is your hip. It's your arm. It's your neck. Be aware of what you need. Don't ignore it. Explore it. Draw the left shoulder back. Reach. Stretch. The last thing you want to do is ignore a sensation in your body until the body feels like it has to demand your attention. We don't want the body demanding anything. We want to give it everything it actually wants. Take one more breath. And then slowly, gently reach. Come back up to center. Take your time. Slowly ease. Reach the left arm out to the left. Take your time. You could get a little dizzy. We're moving energy from the root all the way up to the crown of the head. Things are flushing and moving. Reach the left arm out to the left. Take your time. Draw the right shoulder back. Ease yourself in. You might just bend the left elbow and then right arm over the right ear when you're ready. Just finding that little extra bit of space, that extra breath, that extra inch, that extra opportunity. Oh, it opens you to the infinite possibility that exists in everything. Exhale, gently release when you're ready. Come back up to center so you can straighten the left leg and the right leg. And now, draw the legs wide. Wide-legged straddle. Sounds like something serious is going to go on. Flex the toes back towards the face. Press the backs of the knees into the floor. Feel the spine long and tall. And then when it feels good, start to walk the fingers forward. So maybe your fingertips just touch the floor. Let your head drop. Let the elbows bend. One day the elbows will touch and not a whole lot will change in the world. What will change is your ability to understand that every breath you take is letting you in. So if you didn't get the elbows down in the last breath, know that it's the possibility for the next breath. That there are no labels or limitations until we create them. And all labels are limiting. So instead of defining yourself by one thing, don't tell yourself that you're not flexible, you're not strong, or you're not happy, or you're not beautiful, or you're not whatever it is you want to be. Tell yourself that's what you are. Even if externally other people don't recognize it, internally you create it and it will start to show up externally. So if you want to be more confident, remind yourself of how spectacular you are, how amazing you are. All of the gifts and the blessings you have, remind yourself of those things. Then start to walk the arms a little farther forward and you'll realize you're making progress. The moment you acknowledge your potential, you make progress. If you acknowledge limitations, now you feel stuck. If you acknowledge your strengths, you feel strong. If you acknowledge your blessings, you feel grateful. If you acknowledge the love in your life, well, then you feel it deeper. So allow yourself to acknowledge the things that you want more of. Focus on all the things you want more of. If you want a little more, flex the toes, kick the heels, walk the arms a little farther forward, take 2 more breaths. Elbows bend, shoulders drop, your forehead comes to the floor, another breath. Every inhale and exhale is giving you space, opportunity, possibility. Are you taking advantage of the space you've been given? That's the work in this life. Taking advantage of the space we've been given. Walk the hands back up to center when you're ready. Oh, it's so exciting. When it feels good, bring the legs back to center. Ease yourself in. And now bring the feet close to your hips. Feet together, heels in tight. Grab onto your ankles. Pull the shoulders back. Lift the chin. Get long and tall through your spine. Pull the shoulders back, elbows into the hips, and then lengthen through the heart and start to ease forward. Give yourself 3 breaths here. Ease. At first, you notice the energy at your inner thighs and hips. Ease. Take a big inhale, feel the body lift, and then exhale, come forward and ease. Don't feel like you're forcing a muscle in. There's no reason to do that in this life. Don't struggle. Just surrender. With that in mind, release the grip. Gently walk the fingers forward. Mindfully bend the elbows and bring your forehead to your toes. 3 full breaths here. If it feels good to you, interlace your fingers behind your head. No pressure, just the weight of gravity doing the work for you. Just allow your head to drop into the chest a little more. And I'd like to even put my thumbs right at the base of my skull, right at the back of the neck, and give myself a little bit of a massage. Oh, it feels so good. Give yourself 1 breath. Maybe separate the hands. Give yourself a little scalp massage from the back, stimulating the head because there's so many little acupressure points and meridian lines that go right through your head. Not to mention, really, if you think about it, this is where all the important stuff happens. Everything that you create starts in this place in your mind. So find all those sweet spots through your head, behind your ears, and then give them a little massage. And not to mention, that helps to distract you from the joy and bliss moving through your hips right now. Take 1 more breath. So good. Gently come back up to center. You can groan a little. It feels good. Left hand to your left knee. Hold here. Straighten the left arm. Hold here. Start to walk the right arm out and then reach over to the right and feel that the grip on your left knee is giving you access to your left shoulder on the left side of your neck. Now slowly right ear to right shoulder. This is such a really good way to get the space through the neck and shoulder, but be gentle. It can be severe if you do it too rough, so be gentle with yourself. Right ear to right shoulder, take your time. Feel like you're leaning over to the right a little, but don't let that left knee lift. Almost feel like the left knee is pressing into the left hand. And then as it feels good, slowly lift the chin, look up, chin towards the left shoulder, breathe. Exhale, slowly begin to drop the chin into the chest. Keep the right ear against the right shoulder and breathe. 1 more time, lifting the chin, opening up through the left side. And exhale, dropping the chin down when it feels good. Gently release the grip of the knee. Take your time and then just let your head hang. You should notice that left shoulder's dropped a lot. So let's work into the right. Right hand to the right knee. Take your time and walk the left arm out. The magic is you've all but forgotten about the energy at your hips. Press the right hand to the right knee and press the right knee away and then slowly start to reach out to the left. Feel that there's that resistance with your right hand to your right knee. Draw the right shoulder back. Notice how we're working with resistance today. Let the left ear drop to the left shoulder. So resistance is not working against us. In this case, you feel that it's working with you, that you're actually using that little bit of resistance between the hand and the knee to open up the right shoulder. When it feels good, lift the chin away from the chest. Feel it move into the lymphatic system, the jawline, the front of the neck. Then when it feels good, slowly, 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 chin in towards your chest, back of the neck releasing, bend the left elbow, keep the space through the right side. Maybe lift the chin, roll it up and down a few times. Find the sweet spots. You're never stuck. You're always safe. Find that space. Roll the head up and down, knowing the more often you do anything, it becomes a habit. And those habits are starting to define what you're creating in this life. Release the grip of the knee, roll the head up and down one more time. And then whenever it feels good, slowly come back to center. You can walk the arms forward one more time just to stretch it all out. Feel the magic at the inner thighs and hips, the space through the sides of the body. Maybe your forehead will touch your toes. And imagine the enthusiasm from your friends and family when your forehead touches your toes. And then you realize that doesn't matter much at all. Slowly come back up to center. It'd be a sad, tragic shame if people got excited about your forehead touching your toes. That is not what's important in the world. It's important how you feel, how you make others feel. So don't worry so much about what it looks like. Give yourself the opportunity to create what it feels like. Windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Just feel like the hips are doing a little work for you. Take your time, and then whenever it feels good, make sure your strap is not too far away. We're going to come on to the back, so get excited. Woo-hoo! When it feels good. Bring the hands behind you. Take a breath, and then gently bend the knees. So the focus is to interlace the fingers behind your thighs so that your hands are interlaced, and then you can do this nice little lean back. So take your time. You're going to feel like you're leaning back as slowly as possible. So you're interlacing, shoulders drop, arms get straight, and then start to lift the toes. Let your chin drop into your chest. Once you lift the toes, slowly lift the heels. The last person down wins. So move as slowly as you can. Get a little scoop in the lower back. Feel the lower back drop. Then slowly come into the middle back. Slowly let your head drop. You can groan and moan the whole time you're coming down. And then when you're down, soles of the feet to the floor. So I'm going to ask you to do a scoop and scoot. I know it sounds exciting. When you're ready, the arms come by the sides of your body, the shoulders drop. Keep looking straight up. So your eye gaze does not go from side to side, straight up. Let the palms press, shoulders drop. Feel the soles of your feet in the floor. Make sure the feet are about hip width, if not a little more. Press into the big toes, and then when you're ready, you're going to scoop your lower back and scoot it towards the heels. Scoop and scoot. Yes, you're going to get space through the sides of your body. Your lower back is going to feel like it's supporting you. One more time, the scoop and the scoot. So good. Gently, when you're ready, bring both knees in towards the body. Take your time. Ease both knees in. Now the fun part. So we started this way sitting up. We're going to start this way lying down. Soles of the feet strap at the balls of both feet. Ha-ha! Now when it feels good, straighten both legs. So if we're mimicking the same alignment as when we were sitting, you want to make sure that the feet are hip width. So luckily your hips are really never as wide as you think they are, literally 2 fists distance. So that your big toes are in line with your shoulders, your lower back is flat on the floor. With your lower back flat, just let your elbows hang on the sides of your strap, wherever it is. So you're not trying to get the hands close to the feet. That's not the work today. The work, in fact, is to let the shoulders drop and the elbows kind of dangle. If it feels good, you can draw the elbows wide like bat wings, but just let the elbows dangle. Now, just look at your feet and think loving thoughts. Flex the toes back towards your face. Feel the heels kick up to the sky. I'm going to ask you to take 5 deep breaths. Feel that your lower back is pressed and the heels are kicking up. Try not to let the knees bend. If they bend a little, it's okay, but try not to let that happen. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly let the toes come closer to the face. Inhale. Feel the lower back press. Exhale. Feet closer to the face. So exciting. Keep the backs of the legs strong. Inhale. Exhale, toes closer towards your face. Keep the legs straight. If your knees start bending, that's cheating. Don't let the knees bend. Inhale, feel the heels kick, the toes flex, and toes back towards the face. 2 more breaths. I know it's so exciting. Flex the toes back, kick with the heels. Big toes a little closer towards the face. By now, it should be undeniable joy. Take 1 more breath. And then slowly let the strap release. Take your time. And then as it feels good, bend the knees. Oh, groan. Now bring the soles of the feet back to the floor. You should feel that your hips have really released into the earth, the lower back, the sacrum. This is how we get the swagger. So we're opening up the energy through the lower back. We open up the hips. We've opened up the hamstrings. But we're going to get a little deeper in there. When it feels good, keep the left foot to the floor for the moment. Bring the right knee in towards your body and interlace on top of your right knee. Try to keep both shoulders down. If one shoulder lifts, it's okay. But interlace on top of the knee and pull the knee in towards your chest. Keep the lower back flat. Now when it feels good, slowly, slowly, slowly straighten your left leg. Feel that the right knee is hugging in. Feel the back of the left leg pressing down. Feel the left toes flex. If you want to get a little more action in the right, you can flex the right toes too. Pull the right knee in, kick the left heel away. Give yourself 5 deep quality breaths here. So every breath you take, you're creating space. You're giving yourself opening, access, opportunity, possibility. All the things that you want more of in this life, you're actually allowing yourself into that space. Pull the right knee in a little closer. Press the left knee back to the floor. Feel the left leg perfectly straight. Take one breath. Now you had to know it was coming. Get excited. Grab onto your strap. Work the strap now at the ball of your right foot. Take your time. This is not a race. Slow and steady, especially with your hamstrings. So bring the hands down as low on the strap as you can so the shoulders drop. Let the elbows come towards the floor. If you really want more, you can bring them out in bat wings. That'll actually give you a lot more intensity through the hamstring. So find the angle of your elbows that are going to help you get the intensity that's working for you. But don't feel like you're white knuckling or gripping the strap. Be gentle. Flex the right toes back towards the face. Look to see that your big toe is in line with your forehead, your right shoulder. It should be pointing into the midline, not drifting out. Keep the right leg straight. Whatever you do, don't let the right knee bend. So the focus is to keep a straight right leg. That might mean your right leg is way out here and you're holding onto the strap. If that is working, as long as you're feeling it in the hamstring, do what works. This is what we're focusing on, is we're not trying to struggle and muscle. We want to ease in. So when it feels good, same work of slowly bringing the big toe towards the forehead, but don't let your knee bend. Only you know if your knee is bending. Take a big inhale. Exhale, right toes come towards you. Oh my goodness, you should notice there is magic happening in your right leg. If there is not magic happening, flex the right toes back towards the face, kick with the right heel, and there will be undeniable magic. If you really think that you need more, bend the elbows wide and you'll notice that right leg comes in closer. 4 full breaths, visualizing that your right big toe is going to rest on your forehead. And when it does, please take a picture, send it to me, tag me, let everyone know your big toe touched your forehead. Certainly, that's a magical moment that should be a memory you hold close to your heart. My guru always said, if you do something really amazing with your body, you should take a picture of it, because the body, it's not permanent. It's a temporary vehicle. So if you get your big toe to your forehead, take a picture, because tomorrow it might not happen, which is fine. There's an acceptance and awareness in what we're creating in the body and the mind. When you're ready, you're going to gently, notice I said that right before the IT band stretch, and awareness of what's happening in the body and the mind. Switch the strap into the left hand, right onto the floor next to your right hip. Look at your right big toe. Gently drift your right leg 2 inches over to the left. Don't let the right hip lift. The right hip should stay on the floor, the right leg perfectly straight. You can flex the right toes back towards the face if you want more, but notice it's a subtle movement. It is nothing harsh, it's nothing fast, it's nothing forced. This is a gentle ease of the right leg over to the left. Take your time, 4 breaths. You should feel it running all the way down the outside of the right leg. If it feels miserable, you should do it every single day, because this will help to release ankle pain, knee pain, hip pain. It actually trickles all up through the body, even helps you to release shoulder pain. Flex the right toes if you want more. Kick with the right heel. 3 more breaths. Focus to try to stay in it when you want to get out of it, because you actually learn the most about yourself. Your body gets the most information when you're staying in it. It shouldn't be pain or misery, but it should definitely be intense sensation by now. Enough that you can stay in it for 1 more breath. This is the information you're giving the body. Don't ignore it. Explore it. Slowly bend your right knee. You should groan. Take your time. Keep the grip on the strap and slowly drop your right knee over to the left. Try to keep the strap around your right big toe. Now, use the strap to straighten the right leg. Take your time. Give yourself 3 breaths. That's going to get deep into the hip, into the lower back. It's really going to open up that energy. If you ever have sciatica, herniated disc, this is the way to start to open up the energy through the hip. When it feels good, bend the left knee. Now slowly reach the right arm out to the right, palm facing down. Give yourself about 5 quality breaths here. So palm of the right hand facing down, your right pinky finger should be in line with your right shoulder. Now that the right hand is facing down, I'm going to ask you to pull your right thumb away from the first key, away from the ring finger. Spread your hand apart as wide as you can. Feel the thumb is running away from the pinky is running away from the thumb. Now do the same with the first finger and the ring finger. First finger's pulling out, ring finger pulling out, and middle finger pulling forward. So you're stretching your whole hand. This is so good to eliminate arthritis, any tension, carpal tunnel, anything that is degenerative in the hand. All it needs is a little oxygen, blood, and energy. Separate the fingers wide, wide, wide. Press the palm down, look past the right hand. One more breath into the big belly. Try to feel that the belly gets bigger, big, 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 and breathe. Oh, and now the moment you've been waiting for. Groan slowly. Bend the right knee. Slowly bring the right knee into the body. You cannot possibly move fast here. Slowly straighten the left leg, and then when it feels good, grab the pinky toe side of the right foot for half a happy baby. Oh, happiness. Let the right knee drift out to the right. This should immediately release that energy in the outer right hip and transfer it into the inner right hip flexor. Flex the right toes, sole of the foot up to the sky, knee dropping to the floor, back of your left leg pressing down towards the earth. Give yourself a full breath here. Oh, so good. Now without a slingshot, gently release the right foot. Take your time. Bring the sole of your right foot to the floor. Stay here for 3 breaths. No rush. Think of and feel the energy through your right foot, your right leg. Notice when the sole of the foot touches the floor, the body starts to let you in. Now when it feels good, slowly straighten that right leg. Oh, and you should feel that the right leg just falls heavy into the earth. The right hip is wide open. The right toes maybe fall out to the right. And your right leg should feel longer than the left. Well, it is, for the moment, and it's not permanent. Just feel how the right leg and the right side responds to what we've just done. And you know that nothing is permanent, that we have the ability to shift, alter, change, evolve at will. So whatever circumstance is happening now, it's not going to be forever. So the work is to savor the moments. Focus on what you're getting out of every single moment of your life so you can make the most of your moments. When it feels good, slowly, slowly, when you're ready, bend the left knee, bend the right knee, soles of the feet to the floor. Let's work the scoop and scoot. Arms by the side, shoulders drop, eye gaze up. Press into your shoulders like they're an anchor. Press into the feet. Gently lift the hips and scoot the hips to heels. Gently lift the hips and scoot the hips to heels. The scoop and scoot. Take a breath. When it feels good, left knee in towards your body. Interlace the fingers on the left knee, hug it in. Take your time here. When it feels good, slowly, 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 because there's no rush, straighten the right leg all the way. Straighten the right leg. Feel that the right leg is pressing to the earth beneath you and pull the left knee in. This is where the magic starts to happen. Pull the left knee in. The left knee should be in line with your left shoulder. Feel the back of the right leg as an anchor. Pull the left knee in tight. Breathe into it. Find space. Hug the left knee in towards the chest. Ease yourself in. So we're not forcing or fighting or muscling, we're just easing. And notice how much time we take in the ease. When it feels good, you're going to grab onto your strap. It shouldn't be too far away. Then slowly, mindfully, the strap comes to the ball of your left foot. Magic is happening. Focus to keep the right leg down. Grab onto the strap so that the hands are able to come down low on the strap so the shoulders can drop. Now the work is to make sure your left big toe is in line with your forehead, your left shoulder should be hugging into the midline. So your left foot, you don't want it drifting out, hug it in. Grab onto the strap, shoulders drop, and then as it feels good, ease yourself in a way that's appropriate for you. If that means drawing the elbows way wide so you have bat wings, you can do that too. Find wherever you need to be. So the toes come back towards the forehead, the shoulders are on the floor, the heels kicking up to the sky, and eventually, you notice that big toe coming towards your forehead, and that seems so exciting. Feel like the elbows are drawing a little wider to get more. Feel like the toes are flexing back to the face to get more, kicking the heel up to the sky. You don't need more. More is just an option. But eventually that left big toe is going to make its way to your forehead. And certainly when it does, that will be your claim to fame. And then you realize that you probably don't want to be known for your big toe touching your forehead, so you probably should focus on something more significant in the world. What do you want to be known for? What impact will you have on the world? How do you want to be remembered? And what are you doing to create that legacy now? So the energy you're creating, it resonates. It lasts for eternity as memories, experiences. And every single person you meet is going to remember the way you made them feel. But it starts with how you make yourself feel. When you spend time alone in silence and stillness, how do you feel? If you want a little more, flex the left toes, kick with the left heel, making certain the back of your left leg is pressing away from you, the left hip pressing into the floor. Draw the elbows a little wider, maybe pull the left leg in a little more. You're doing it to yourself. Make certain it feels good. So the sensations, don't ignore them, explore them. Find what feels good. It may mean you back off a little bit. That's perfect. All you have to do is feel it. That's the work and the stretch. As long as you feel something, you're doing it right, which really applies to everything in life. As long as you feel something, you're doing it right. Making certain the feeling is guiding you towards your destiny, your dreams, your purpose, your power. Switch the strap in the right hand. Both straps to the right hand. Left arm can come by the left side. Slowly, gently, the left leg comes over, maybe 2 or 3 inches. Not enough that the left hip lifts. If your left hip lifts, you've gone too far. Look at your left big toe. You can flex the toes back towards the face and create space for yourself. Feel that you're kicking with the left heel. Create space for yourself. Straight left leg. Press the left heel up to the sky. Flex the left toes towards the face. Allow that left leg to drift over to the right and breathe. All you really need is the inhale. Your inhale and exhale, well, literally, that is the space you need. That your whole body is asking you for attention. It's inviting you in. And maybe that's all you needed, was this space to give you access, to give you the opening, to give you the awareness that your body, your mind, your life, it's available to you. You need to step into the role as taking responsibility for what you're allowing in. It's funny, I think about all of the things that we give up, the control we give up, the emotional control, the spiritual, energetic control we give up. Most of us, we think about like health insurance, for instance. Why would we pay somebody else to insure our health? Why would we put our health in the hands of someone else? Think about the control we have over our own health and wellness. We have control over the food we eat, the energy we invite in, the thoughts we think, the way we show up in the world. We have all this control. So just don't give up the control to something or someone else. Feel that this energy in your left leg is serving you. Take 3 more breaths. If you want to flex the left toes, kick with the left heel, draw the toes back towards the face. Notice there's so much energy in your body. There's all this energy in your heart, your mind, your spirit, your soul. You are energy. Now you just have to decide what you're going to do with the energy you've been given. Slowly. Oh, it'll feel so good. Bend the left knee slightly. So you can slowly, with the strap against the foot, gently roll over to the right. Let the left knee drop to the right side, and then as it feels good, you can groan. Straighten the left leg so that the strap is still pulling on the foot. You can bring the hand closer to the strap if you need. Take your time here. Let the body settle and allow the left leg to straighten. Then when it feels good, start to look over your left shoulder. If that feels good, you'll gently start to reach the left arm out. Feel that the left palm faces down, the left shoulder drops, and feel like you're reaching the left arm out to the left, letting the left shoulder drop, and then maybe straightening the right leg. Feel that you find space. If you want to bend the right knee, you can do that too. Find whatever feels good. Bending the right knee will actually allow you to straighten the left leg a little more if that feels good, and then feel that there's this line of energy through the whole left hip, left thigh. And if you do want more, you can always flex the left toes. Look at the pinky finger of the left hand. It should be in line with your left shoulder. Now start to spread the thumb and the pinky finger away from each other. So your whole hand is spreading. Now spread the ring finger and the first finger and reach the middle finger far out. Feel that you're spreading your hand as long as you can. And by now you can probably release the strap on the other leg, because your foot probably isn't going anywhere. If it drifts, it's fine. Give yourself 3 big breaths, but try to stretch out the left hand. Reach through the left arm. Open up through the left side. 2 more breaths. Look past your left hand. Big inhale and exhale. Just noticing that your body wants to let you in. Are you letting yourself in? Or are you blocking yourself from your blessings? Don't block yourself from the infinite opportunities in the unknown. The unknown is where opportunity lies. So get excited about the unknown, because you can create anything you want there. With the next inhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. There's no possible way to do it fast. Gently bend the left knee. Slowly, slowly draw the left knee into the body. You can groan and moan. You should. Hug the left knee in, and when it feels good, straighten the right leg again and work into half of a happy baby. Grab the pinky toe side of the left foot, bend the left knee. Oh, it's so good to shift that energy from the outer edge of the hip into the inside of the hip flexor. Press the back of the right leg down, flex the right toes, kick with the right heel, and keep dropping the left knee. Sole the left foot up to the sky, left shoulder drops. Press through the back of the right leg, 3 big breaths. Every inhale and exhale is letting you in. Now you just have to let go to allow for the space. Give yourself 2 more breaths. Left knee drops, sole the left foot up to the sky. Breathe into the space of your hips. So good. Without a slingshot, gently release the left leg. Bring the sole of the left foot to the floor. Gently the sole of the right foot to the floor. Take your time here. Soles of both feet, arms by the sides. 1 more. Scoop and scoot. Press the palms, press the shoulders. Feel the shoulders as an anchor, and gently, slowly lift the hips and scoop them towards your heels. The scoop and scoot, it's the brand new craze. Press into the hands, lift the hips, and scoot towards the heels. Feel that the hips are dropping. Feel that the lower back is settled. Then when it feels good, bring both knees in. Hug them in towards the chest. Take a breath. Don't let the lower back lift. Full happy baby. Grab the pinky toe sides of both feet with both hands. Breathe into it. Knees wide. Soles of the feet up to the sky. Hips drop towards the floor. Feel the lower back pressing in. The soles of the feet up to the sky. Elbows inside of the knees, and the knees draw wide. Slowly rock the right knee down. Then shift, rock the left knee. Then shift the right and shift the left. Take your time, ease yourself in, feel the body open. Just remind yourself that the body is letting you in. And as it feels good, slowly and gently bring the knees in towards the body. Give yourself a big hug. Chin into the chest, and you might grab opposite elbows. Hug the knees in, take a breath. And then when it feels good, let the soles of the feet come to the floor, the head drop. And when it feels good, let your legs go long, your feet fall wide. Close your eyes and open your mind. Gift yourself with space here. Feel that your body is letting you in. Feel that your mind is letting you in. Feel that there's opportunity and possibility for your life and you are letting yourself in. Take your time, knowing that your body is letting you in, that your mind can let you in. So with your eyes closed, your mind open, allow yourself to settle into the deep surrender you've created. Separate the teeth, release the jaw, the shoulders drop, and your belly lets go. Feel the hips sink into the earth beneath you. Feel the legs fall heavy. Feel the feet fall wide. With every exhale, feel that your body is releasing you into the earth beneath you. With your eyes closed and your mind open, focus your awareness at your third eye. Look at the space between your eyes and look for the light that shines in the space between your eyes. This is the light that shines from within. This is your power. It's guiding you towards your purpose. It's fueled by your passion. Focus on the light that you hold inside and allow your light to illuminate your life. And allow your light to make the world an even brighter place to be. Focus on the light that shines from within and allow your light to light up the world. Feel your body release into the earth beneath you. Feel the slow and steady rhythm of your breath. Feel the awareness of the cells moving through your body with every breath. The currency of energy moving through every cell and fiber of your being. And as you allow yourself in this stillness, in this space of opportunity and possibility, you realize the power that each breath brings. And you invite yourself in. You open yourself up, allowing comfort in the vulnerability of letting people in, because you've opened yourself up so wide that you're available, ready, and open to changing the world. Each of us are so powerful. There's a ripple of energy that resonates through everything you think, speak, and do. So allow the energy you put out into the world to be a reflection of the energy you wish for yourself, your loved ones. Just being a reminder that you are what the world has been waiting for. We're waiting for you to show up as the best version of yourself, so you can inspire greatness in everyone you touch. Feel the next inhale filling your body with breath. Feel the inhale move from the toes into the ankles, into the calves, thighs, hips, stomach, shoulders, forearms, wrists, and fingertips. Feel this life force move through your body with every breath you take. From the toes into the ankles, calves, thighs, hips, stomach, shoulders, forearms, wrists, and fingertips. You can begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers, circle the ankles and wrists. Feel this life force rejuvenate, reinvigorate your body from the inside out. Wiggle the toes, fingers, circle the ankles and wrists. Feel that this life force is moving through every cell and fiber of your being. Use the inhale to reinvigorate, rejuvenate yourself from within. Wiggle the toes, fingers, circle the ankles and wrists. Whenever it feels good to you, begin to draw the knees in towards your body. And as it feels appropriate, hug the knees in towards the body, roll to one side or the other. And then gently coming back into a seated space, hands to heart center, thumbs to press against the heart chakra. Shoulders draw back and down away from the ears. The spine is long and tall. The thumbs press against your heart. And acknowledge your power. Acknowledge your purpose. And know that it's your responsibility to share your gifts with the world. There is a ripple effect of energy resonating within you and around you. So make certain that what you're offering to yourself is so valuable, it's worth sharing with everyone else. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my energy with you today. Blessings and blessings and blessings. Spoken word yoga. Namaste.